The Forgotten Room. It was a stormy evening when Ryan Carter, a struggling journalist, received an anonymous letter at his doorstep. The letter contained only a single sentence: "The answers you seek are hidden in the Forgotten Room of Blackwood Manor." Ryan's heart pounded. Blackwood Manor had been abandoned for decades, rumored to be cursed after the mysterious disappearance of the entire Blackwood family. Intrigued and desperate for a breakthrough story, he decided to investigate. The journey to Blackwood Manor. The mansion stood at the edge of town, surrounded by dead trees and thick fog. As Ryan approached, he noticed something odd. The front door was slightly open. He hesitated before stepping inside. The air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. His flashlight revealed broken furniture, torn wallpaper, and eerie portraits staring at him. The silence was oppressive, broken only by the occasional creak of the wooden floor. The clues began. Ryan wandered through the house, searching for the Forgotten Room. He reached the library, its bookshelves covered in cobwebs. One book stood out, a thick, leather-bound journal with the initials EB. It belonged to Edward Blackwood, the head of the family. Flipping through the pages, Ryan found disturbing entries about a secret experiment and something trapped inside the house. The last entry read, "The room must remain sealed. If it is ever opened, God help us all." A sudden thud echoed through the hall. Ryan's breath caught. He wasn't alone. A hidden passage determined. Ryan searched the library until he found a lever behind a bookshelf. He pulled it, and the shelf slid aside, revealing a dark staircase leading downward. His flashlight flickered as he descended. At the bottom, he found an iron door with deep claw marks. Swallowing his fear, he pushed it open. Inside, the room was lined with ancient symbols. In the center, a large, rusted cage sat empty. Chains dangled from the walls. Something had been kept here. And it had escaped. The presence in the dark. A sudden chill wrapped around Ryan. The room was too quiet. Then, he heard it, a faint whisper. "You shouldn't have come." Ryan spun around, his flashlight flickering. A shadow moved in the corner, stretching unnaturally. His pulse skyrocketed as the whisper grew into a low growl. Suddenly, the door slammed shut. The air grew thick, and an invisible force shoved him against the wall. His flashlight shattered. Darkness swallowed him. The truth revealed. Panicking, Ryan fumbled for his phone's flashlight. A sudden vision flashed before his eyes, Edward Blackwood conducting an experiment, a creature riding in a goni. The Blackwoods had been trying to summon something, but they had failed. And it had taken them instead. Ryan gasped as the shadows coiled around him. The creature was still here. The escape summoning all his strength, Ryan kicked open the door and sprinted up the stairs. The house groaned, as if awakening from a deep sleep. A guttural roar echoed behind him. He reached the front door, but it slammed shut. Hands trembling, he yanked it open just as something icy brushed his neck. The moment he stumbled outside, the mansion fell silent. The fog lifted slightly. Blackwood Manor had let him go. For now. But as Ryan walked away, he felt it. Something had followed him home. Did Ryan escape, or did the curse of Blackwood Manor claim him after all? Some questions are better left unanswered.